Okay, here's a different kind of test with the Iridium, comparing the main outputs with the headphone outputs. This time I've eliminated all the DI boxes and the mic preamps, and I'm just running the main outputs using a standard guitar cable. Each one are 6 feet in length, and for the headphone out I have a 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch adapter and a Y cable. And then you come down here and you can see bypassed all the preamps, and they're just going directly into the line inputs of my recording interface. Okay, same drill as before. I recorded a riff simultaneously on both sets of outputs. The blue channel is the main output, the orange channel is the headphone output. I took the file, I copied it, and pasted it through the project so I can play it start to finish rather. And the comparisons will be made. First time, of course, you'll hear the main output. The second time, you'll hear the headphone output. The third time, it'll toggle back and forth between the outputs. And then on the last cycle, both tracks will play simultaneously, but the headphone output has a phase invert on it. I flipped the phase on it so that it's a null test, and the more identical those two waveforms are, the less information you'll hear. You can also see here that the levels are different. I didn't have, like before, I had external preamps and I did level adjustments there. This time I didn't have that ability, so the level matching is done entirely within the DAW. You can see here that the main output, the level is boosted. The headphone output, the level is cut. And I've already done the comparisons and I know the levels are perfectly matched. And then, like before, I'll just bring the spectrum analyzer on screen so you can watch that. Okay, so with that test complete, I think it's pretty clear. The main output and the headphone output at the Iridium are virtually identical. During the null test, it didn't even register on the screen any frequencies at all. You could hear just a very, very low version of the track being played. If you crank up your speaker, I had headphones on, I could hear it, but it's not even measurable on the graphic display. So with all the variables reduced in my system, the DI and the preamp, and just dealing directly with the outputs into the recording interface, it's very conclusive. There's no difference in the signal that one is getting if they record the main output or the headphone output. If there's a difference and you can hear it, then it has something to do with what you're doing outside of the Iridium. This test, this isn't even how I would normally record anything in my studio. I would almost always put a DI box and take it down to mic level and send it into a mic preamp and adjust things in the external mic preamp. That's just, in the situation where I'm not trying to do an A/B test and trying to prove anything is identical or not identical. As I said in the last test, I couldn't even hear the difference anyway, even though there was a difference recorded in the null test. This time there's not even a difference in the null test. So take that for what it's worth. Point people to this video if they continue to claim that somehow the headphone output is doing a better job than the main output. Their engineering is pretty solid, so that would seem like one of the most rookie mistakes ever in a company so well respected. So that's my piece. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope the information serves you well.